Hello everyone and welcome back to GrindCraft. My name's Mark Tresser and today we're gonna do something a little out of the ordinary. So you can see here I've got this little setup making some dried kelp for me, and I want to replicate this pattern a couple times and just make a whole bunch of kelp smelters because I think it's coming to the point where we really need a whole lot of dried kelp blocks. So we're just going to do that today, and it's probably not going to be the most exciting content, to be honest with you, but I am hopefully going to make it a little interesting, and we're going to talk while we do it, because there is a thing that I'd like to share with you all. So for the past week, we've been doing, well, week-ish, a little bit more than a week, we've been doing a video every day, and that was always an experiment. It was like, you know, I'm going to try this out and see if it does anything, like if it makes for good sort of video retention, or not retention, video engagement, video views, whatever. So I thought I would test it out for that reason, but also to see if I could like actually do it. And I think the answer that I have found is probably not. I probably can't do it. You know, it hasn't been too bad. I have been struggling a little bit to keep up with the schedule, but mostly it's just today, I think, that's doing that for me. Is like it's been specifically difficult today, and I think that that's a signal that maybe I should back off a little bit and just kind of slow things down on the channel. So we probably aren't going to do a video a day anymore. My thinking, and this is just a draft, and I'm not going to hold myself to this too hard, but I think what I'm going to do is try to do a video every 3 days again, which is what I had been doing before the daily video experiment. And I think I'm going to still continue switching between GrindCraft and Bannerlord. And I think that that's a good idea, not just because I feel like I'm a little bit burnt out, which is definitely true, but I also think that it's going to be helpful because it'll give me more time between GrindCraft videos to make progress and have something to share with you when I come back. You know, every third day, well, every sixth day rather, I'll come back and be like, this is what I've been doing this week. And in fact, it might end up being weekly videos. So you get a GrindCraft video and a Bannerlord video. I just have to decide on what days of the week that would be, I guess. That seems feasible to me. So that's kind of what I'm thinking, though. Like I said, it's kind of a rough draft. I'm still thinking about how I might do this, but I think that it's going to end up being 4, 5, had to stop to count. I think it's going to end up being a much slower video schedule in the future, and so yeah, I wanted to give you all a heads up about that. And mostly just because I didn't want you all to be like, oh no, Mark hasn't posted a video, and then, you know, somebody calls for like a wellness check or whatever. Like, I don't want that to end up, like, I don't want you to be concerned about me. So yeah, just letting you know, but also because like I do think it's a good idea. I think it's kind of the way that I should be probably doing things. And yeah, so I hope that that ends up being a positive influence for all of us in the long run. The other, sorry, I'm missing spots here. I'm missing details. Trying to talk and do things at the same time. Probably not the best thing in the world for me here. What was I just about to say? Oh boy. Oh, the other part of this is like it started to feel like GrindCraft is a job, is demandy. So as I think I mentioned once before, I've been coming to sort of an understanding of my my particular neurodivergence, and like initially I had found that I was almost certainly autistic, and I think that that is still true. Where the heck are my composters? I moved all my stuff down here, and now I have no idea where anything is. almost certain I have composters in one of these shulker boxes. Maybe not. Maybe they're in here somewhere. There we go. Right. So I had initially found like I was almost certainly autistic, and that is still the case. But I also found some resonance with the PDA profile, and I think that that may be at least partly what's going on with me today. That I felt like there were demands being placed on me, and I didn't want to meet those demands. And it's more complicated than that, but that's kind of a basic, like, baseline understanding. That's all you need to understand, really. And there are a couple of ways that you can deal with that. Like, you can absolutely try to sort of change things around so it doesn't feel as much like a demand. You can do all kinds of things. Oh, I ran out of hoppers. But I think the easiest thing for me, and possibly the healthiest thing for me as well, is going to be removing the demand as opposed to trying to change it or meet it in a different creative way. So that's the decision I've come to. Possibly a little bit disappointing to some folks. Certainly a little bit disappointing to me. I really was hoping to continue doing stuff like this for the foreseeable future, but I just don't think I can. So I guess it's bittersweet for me. It's on the one hand, I wish that I could keep doing it at the same pace. On the other hand, I just don't think I should. I don't think it's healthy. I don't think it's sustainable. So that's where we're at. Okay, I think we've got 5 here. Yeah, 5 is a pretty good number. So I'm gonna put this stuff away. And yeah, so I'll keep making progress on GrindCraft. Don't worry about that. That's never gonna change. The only thing that's really gonna change for the moment is that I'm going to significantly back off my pacing for the videos, and yeah, hopefully that'll help things out. Oh, the other thing that I was going to mention is that I think that this is actually a really good idea for me to do anyways, because I don't think GrindCraft needs to have a video day. Like, the way that GrindCraft works right now, and just like in general, is that it's a forever world. Like, I'm going to be playing in this world forever. So it doesn't make a whole lot of sense for me to rush to get out a whole bunch of videos all at once when I don't need to. Like, I have, you know, in theory, forever to make videos on GrindCraft, and like eventually there will be so much content nobody will know what to do with it. And why would I rush into, you know, trying to get a backlog when I've already got this sort of natural like source of content that I can use for a very, very long time. So yeah, I think that's kind of my current thinking. And I don't know, hopefully, I guess my hope in doing this is not necessarily like to receive feedback, because, you know, I've made the decision to do this. Like, this is happening, this is what I'm planning to do. But I guess a little bit to help you all understand why it is that I'm making fewer videos. I don't know. I think that's what I'm doing. This is the problem with being autistic. One of the many problems with being autistic is you're never quite sure why you do things. I think I've mentioned that a few times on the channel. But yeah, I think part of it was just I didn't want to freak anybody out by suddenly disappearing or cutting back my video schedule. So hopefully I've achieved that at the very least. Cool. So that should be, so the way I've set this up, just to say a word about this, is that we're doing 10 chests, so 10 double chests of stacks of kelp at a time, and this will take forever to finish, but I don't check the kelp smelters that frequently anyways. 10 times 54, 540 stacks should be a multiple of 20. Yeah, in fact it certainly is. So we should have an even number of kelp blocks being used. We will get more of them from smelting them down, so that's all good to go. Yeah. This all looks very good. Okay, so I guess just to summarize my little serious talk to camera, not actually, but to summarize, this is going to be the last daily video. We will still have videos every 3 days, and we will still switch between Bannerlord and GrindCraft. So you will get updates from GrindCraft. You will get episodes of Bannerlord. It'll all still be happening. It'll just be potentially happening a little bit slower. So I think that is all I need to say on that. I can't think of anything else off the top of my head at the very least, so hopefully we're all good. I think we can do another one of these, set up another smelter to go, because the more kelp that we can get, the better right now, and it should accelerate. I am probably gonna have to make another kelp farm though. Yeah. Yeah, anything else that I need to get into here? I don't think so. Don't think so. Oh, I think there was maybe one more aspect of this that felt really good to me, which was that, so we get the GrindCraft episodes every 6 days, right? And that's really good because it means I can make progress on GrindCraft, hopefully, for those 6 days. And like specifically, I can do that because the Bannerlord videos, literally, I spend an hour recording them and then they're done. So it's not like I need to spend 3 days trying to make progress on Bannerlord in order to make video. It's really just GrindCraft where I have to spend extra time outside of the videos to get progress going. So hopefully that is a helpful additional aspect of this that makes things go smoothly in the future. But yeah, we're gonna keep going. We'll keep experimenting with different things. I'm still trying to do sort of the longer videos, so that's not gonna stop, I don't think. We are gonna hopefully get, half-hour videos for GrindCraft, and obviously we've been doing hour-plus long videos for Bannerlord, so that should all be good. And hopefully it all helps me avoid the anxiety / burnout / whatever else that is starting to creep into my head again. So yeah, that's the hope anyway. And hopefully after all this is done, we will have plenty of kelp to fuel our empire. Because one of the reasons that we're doing this kelp thing is this I think this furnace row is completely done smelting, so these all have XP in them. These all have XP in them, obviously. But if we come over to this next section, I think most of the ones on this left side have cactus in them already. Yeah. So we're actually seeing them fill up the fourth row already. Here. Oh, this is the first cactus to come into this furnace. Wow. Okay. So yeah, we've got a lot of fuel hoppers to fill up there, and it's going to take a lot of kelp. So we gotta start working on that. That's going to be a priority for me in the next few days, I think, is just to make sure that I am resetting these smelters when they are done, and hopefully keeping my accounts online as much as possible. I think I've found that there has been some difficulty with my network. Sometimes the network is just deciding to crash on me for some reason. I don't really know why, but it's causing me problems, and it means that my AFK guys just don't they don't AFK anymore, and that's not great. So hopefully I can fix that to some extent. Also, I'm going to make sure to break these at some point because they've got plenty of XP in them. It looks like I have enough fuel to do another set. Cool. Anything else that we need to chat about while we're at this? Oh, I guess I did kind of mention it. I did move most of my stuff down into the new staging area here. I'm still working on getting everything down, and I'm still working on like what makes sense as sort of the organization system. Not sure I've come to any kind of final decision on that one, but getting there, getting there. And I think once I have a sort of a clearer idea of what it should look like, I'll give you an update in whatever video that ends up being. I don't know when that'll be, but for now, there's definitely a very large wall that's just filled with junk. Just like if there was a sign next to it, it would just be like, I have no idea. There's some stuff in these shulker boxes, but I don't know what they are. Could have been anything. Could have been intentional. Could have just been like, I need to put this stuff somewhere. So yeah, once I've cleared that out, cleared that up a little bit, hopefully I can explain my storage system. And you know, obviously that's not a full storage system. That's just like that just stays there for purposes of like, I don't really have a place for this, I'm gonna put it here. And that's going to be hopefully a minority of the things in my storage system, because I'd like to have bulk storage for almost everything, really. Not like super bulk storage, like shulker box storage, but bulk storage for like, I'd say 10 chests for most things. And then hopefully if I notice that, you know, a chest is filling up, or 10 chests are filling up too quickly for any particular item, then I can switch it to a shulker box loader, which I think is definitely the way to progress things in the world like normal. You know, you start with a normal storage system, and then you move on to a shulker box storage system, right? That's how that works. And hopefully we do have enough shulker boxes, shulker shells, all that stuff, because I'm pretty sure we do. Because if we come up, and I realize I didn't do this in the last episode where we talked about the shulker farm, but if we come over here, we do have, what is this? 16 full shulker boxes, all full of shulker shells. And then we've got this one here, which actually I'm going to take down here because it can go, I'm pretty sure it can fit into the shulker box I have that is storing, yeah. So I can refill this, that's good. Don't have to move that shulker box. But no, I think it's going to be plenty of shulker shells for me for the foreseeable future. I think if I get down to my last shulker box of shulker shells, then I'll build a new shulker farm, and we'll see how that goes. If I don't, then I'll probably wait until 1.21 comes out before I actually build a new shulker farm, because I don't see me needing any, like, another shulker farm and like any more than that many shulker boxes of shulker shells before it ends up being a problem. So I think we can probably keep this the way it is for now. I'm actually going to move this down to the new system, or the new staging area while I'm thinking about it. Here you are. And I guess that makes sense. So yeah, no, actually it doesn't. I changed my mind. This goes, no. Here. Cool. Not missing anything? No. Cool. Well, I'm kind of out of talking points, because I was definitely making sure, like, I did want to do the kelp thing. I thought it would take longer. I guess we could try to get this last one up and running, but I don't think I have enough kelp blocks for that. Guess I could get rid of this crap. But yeah, I don't think I have anything else to talk about. Like, we've pretty much gone through what I needed to discuss with y'all today. just to let you know that the videos are going to slow down, and that's not a problem, and that you know, things will return to the more leisurely pace that we were doing before this past week. That's all. And I think that should be okay. But yeah, what else is there to go on about? I really don't think there is anything. Oh, there's some composters. That's helpful. I could use some extra composters, because apparently I can't find them in my new storage system. Alright. Oh, here's something we can do. Put in the comments what level you think I'm going to be after I break all these. I'm at 145 now. I'll give you 5 levels of wiggle room. So if you get it within 5 levels, I'd say that you did pretty well. You got your guesses in? Pause the video if you need extra time. I'm gonna say level 180. I think I overguessed. I overestimated. Oh, maybe not. Oh, 185. I just got within 5. That's great. Okay. Good job, Mark. How'd you do? How'd you do? I'm hoping a lot of people got that one in the comments. That would be really cool. Because I thought there was no way I was gonna get the guess right there. But I did surprisingly well. Okay. So let's see. I've got a bunch of crap in my inventory. I'm gonna put these kelp blocks over here just in preparation for when we do manage to set up a kelp smelter here, but I think I'm gonna have to wait until one of these finishes before I can actually do it, which is just fine. But yeah, I think other than that, so, well, we just slept, so we should be able to do a day of mining. Let's actually do that to round off the video, because we do have time for it. Okay. You are going away now. Yeah. Where'd you go? Come here. I've learned to just kill these guys, even if there is a patrol boss. It apparently doesn't do anything to my villagers because they're on bedrock and surrounded by glass. There's nothing that the raids can do to them, apparently, is what I've learned. Because I tried to set up a raid and, like, do it so that I could get Hero of the Village, but, nothing spawned. And I didn't realize that that was even a thing that could happen, so yeah, that's the situation we're in now. It's just my villagers are impervious to raids, which is kind of a good spot to be in, honestly. Alright, we're done with that. I wonder if I even want to clean this all up, because, like, I could just do 2 runs at the stone quarry. I feel like that might be a better use of my time. There's all this crap down there. Yep, okay. We're almost done with this layer, actually. I don't think I've done any more progress in the deep slate quarry since we last looked at it, so probably not that impressive. However, it is continuing slowly. I actually can't remember now when the last time was that I mined in the deep slate quarry. Oh well. But yeah, we did set up that. Oh, it's not rendering right now. We did set up that new beacon last time. Is it not there? Did it turn off somehow? Oh, there it is. Was I just blind? I might have just been blind. That's okay. Okay. All good. Had me worried there for a second. But yeah, we did set up that new beacon, so we do have more work that we can do in the near to mid future. If we want to on another stone quarry. Of course, we gotta finish this one first, ideally, but we're already like 15, 17 blocks into this one. Like, we're making progress for sure. So maybe this one will get finished pretty quick, and then we'll knock out a new stone quarry. In fact, it's entirely possible that I feel like more interested in doing just stone quarrying, and end up knocking this stone quarry down really, really quickly, and then moving on to the next one. I don't know. I might actually think about doing that, because it would be kind of nice to just have the original 3x3 like mined out at least to deep slate level, so that I don't have to wait to get into deep slate quarrying. By which I of course mean I'll probably just start more stone quarries. Like if I'm just really enjoying stone quarrying, then I'll just set up more stone quarries, and then we'll set up a 5x5 of these quarries that are completely cleared out down to deep slate, right? That seems completely reasonable, right? This is something that a normal person would do, right? I'm not neurodivergent in the slightest. All right, let's see, grab this stuff over here. Oh, nope, ran out of inventory space. I don't need cocoa beans. All right, cool. Run on down, and actually with that little diversion to the other beacon, I think we ran out of time before our next super breaker. I think. 54 seconds. Okay, so I miscalculated that a little bit. That's okay. I'll run over here and grab this little spot, because this does not need to be here. This is just silly. Also, I didn't manage to border this off, so I think we're probably just gonna have to do that on the fly. I have been thinking that maybe it's better not to border off the caves. Like, I started doing that as an experiment, but I think now it might not be better to do it that way. It was tough, because that's instant mine already. But yeah, so I think I might stop doing the bordering off of the caves. Like, also, this stuff is less disruptive now. I've kind of dealt with the worst of it for the most part. But I don't know, we'll see. I also keep thinking about the moss down here in this lush cave. I guess I don't necessarily need a hoe for this, but it'd be nice to have. I don't know, I'm gonna keep thinking on that, because I keep looking at my hotbar slots, like, what would I replace to have a hoe on hand just to deal with moss blocks every once in a while? I think the answer is the arrows, and maybe I put the arrows in my inventory, since I hardly ever fill up my entire inventory anyways, except for when I'm stone quarrying. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna go back and forth on that probably a few more times. But that's okay. Especially since, like, it's been so many years since I changed my Minecraft hotbar layout. Like, if I change it now, I'm not sure I'm gonna like the new layout. I'm not sure I'm gonna be happy with it. I guess it might be nice to have a hoe on my hotbar as well, because I have the herbalism skill on this server, and if I set up manual farms, using the hoe on them will give me bonuses. It might be worth it. I don't know. I'll keep my mind open on that one. Let's see what you say in the comments. I know you were already guessing in the comments how many levels I would end up with at the end of the episode, but I think it might be helpful for y'all to weigh in on how I should handle the moss situation, or the hoe situation, or whatever you want to call it. Oh look, cocoa beans. Thank goodness I saved those. Oh jeez. I got a notification. I think this is the first time that I'm not doing the smart thing and having a separate audio setup for my stream recording, or my recording. So this is probably the first time you're actually hearing a notification pop up on my computer. Don't worry, it's nothing exciting. It's Facebook's periodic reminder that I don't use it often enough, and that it's really sad about that. And we are not going to reward that clingy behavior. Okay, cool. But yeah, hopefully that is all. Well, maybe I'll do one more quick run up the stone quarry, because I just have all the time in the world these days to do something like that, because I finished my super breaker run so quick. And and then we'll probably call it, yeah, we'll call it a video, because we're at about 30 minutes on the dot, actually. But yeah, I'm looking forward to continuing making videos, and I've been watching it, since I've been uploading old streams. I've been kind of slowly watching them back as well, and I gotta say, it's kind of making me want to stream again. I don't know if it's enough. I've just been so hesitant to stream because I really struggle with the anxiety right now, and like I don't know that I'm gonna be able to communicate well, respond well to people asking me things, talking to me in chat as I'm doing things live on GrindCraft or wherever else. So, I don't know. I'm still toying with the idea. Let me know if you have thoughts on that as well. Boy, I'm asking y'all for a lot of advice today. But, yeah, I'm still up in the air on that one. I do, in kind of a nostalgic way, I kind of miss streaming. It was a fun time in my life where I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna play video games and have strangers on the internet watch me do that. And not that this is particularly different, mind you, but I don't know. It's it feels like a different time in life. Okay, I think that's about it. I'm gonna hop over here and hopefully grab some sleep. And yeah, look at how empty this place is. Like, there are still a few chests here of like random things that I still have to move down. Those chests would be helpful, actually. So yeah, I still have to find a place for a bunch of stuff, but we're getting there. And yeah, one day very soon, I hope this will all be cleared out, and we'll have pretty much just the sorter, I'd imagine, at least until we get the more permanent sorter. Though I think I've convinced myself to basically go back to the drawing board on the sorter. I'm not sure what I want to do. I can't decide if I want to just store things and have that be the end of the sorting system, or if I actually want a really smart system that can request items from the storage in order to craft other things. And like, it's really difficult to know how complicated I want to make it, especially since I'm going to need a lot more space if I'm doing a really smart sorting system. So I haven't made a decision yet, but we'll see. Anyways, I said I was going to end the video, and I absolutely will. So, just to recap, we're going back to video every 3 days. We will still switch off between Bannerlord and GrindCraft, so don't worry, you'll still get both if you're a fan of one or the other. And then in between days, I'm also going to make sure I'm continuing to upload those old stream replays. Not necessarily so I can get a whole bunch of views on them. I know that they're not going to get a whole lot of views, but yeah, if you want to look at them, they are GrindCraft history, so I figured it would be good to have them around. And other than that, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I certainly asked you for enough comments in this video, so if you're not commenting, you can't blame me, that's for sure. You can't blame me. And yeah, I hope very much to see you in the next video, which should be Bannerlord, and it should come out on Saturday. So I'll see you then. Bye-bye.